Welcome to my show. Hope you like houseplants, 'cause we're gonna talk about them and touch their leaves.
Hey guys, it's Janelle, and today I am opening a package from Equagenera USA. I don't exactly remember what I ordered, so I did order a package from Equagenera, not the USA, the regular one, which was some like orchids and orchid seedlings. So that is not this box, I don't think. That was a really long time ago too, and I have no idea when I'm going to be getting those. I haven't gotten any information on shipment for that yet. So, but this one is from the USA, so that's their greenhouses in Florida. So they did contact me to ask me if I wanted to do expedited shipping and if I wanted to pay for a heat pack, I think, which I said yes, which is really nice because they don't have those options on the website. So I think they like see where you're from and, you know, ask you if you want to do those additional things via email. So, oh yeah, so there's a heat pack in here. It is not warm anymore at all. It's like stuck to the top of the box. It's not warm. Okay, so I think one of these is a orchid. So we got this nice, here, I'll show you what the inside looks like. So it's got this, you know, it's like foam padding, which is, you know, all right. And then this is where the plants are. So this is the heat pack, and then this is where the plants are. And this is like actually taped into the box, which is pretty cool. So it kind of keeps the plants from moving around a lot. Okay, and then under that paper is this. I believe this is the actual plants for sure. So I'm just gonna unroll them. Okay, so here's our first plant. There's a pot down here. Oh boy, they really taped the ever-loving crap out of this. I'm gonna try really hard not to slice any baby leafies that are in here. Ooh, I'm excited. Plant mail is so fun. I know in my last video I was like, I live in Wisconsin, why would I order plants? But then I've had like some really good experiences with Steve's Leaves and with Gabriella plants, and yeah, so the first time I ordered a plant online was kind of a swing and a miss. I mean, it's alive, it's fine. That was with Houseplant box, so it's actually like a subscription box, and I just got like the $15.99 a month mystery plant box. So I got, the first one I got was February, and that thing was not packed for a Wisconsin winter. So the fact that it was alive at all is incredible. I'll show you that plant really quick. It was a bird of paradise. It's right here. It's still alive. It has one leaf, and this one leaf is a little bit cold damage. It was a little frozen in places, so those now have turned into holes. And it had 3 other leaves. 1, 2, 3. And all 3 of those were completely frozen. So I just snipped them right off. And it's not showing any signs of new growth. But this leaf is healthy, and I'm amazed that it wasn't completely frozen. I don't know how this leaf survived. It makes no sense to me. But it's alive, and it's not surprising because when I opened this, you know, the pot was like wrapped in plastic so the soil wouldn't spill out. But the leaves were just out. It was just in the box. So the leaves had zero protection except for the cardboard shipping box. So how this thing is alive, I have no fucking idea. but it lives. Okay, back to Equagenera. Let's see. Ooh! Okay, this is the orchid. Oh, it's big. This is a Dendrobium. Okay, the leaves are a little, smushed up from being packaged, but they'll like relax and sort of loosen back down. This looks really healthy. There's some like empty canes over here. But the rest of these canes feel really nice. They're very firm. So that's why I'm checking for cold damage, because it does feel a little cool to the touch. So as this thaws out, I'll have to see. I mean, I don't think it's frozen, but as it warms up, I'll sort of like come back and check on these canes and make sure that they're still nice and firm. Because right now it looks very healthy. The exact plant is a Dendrobium Smilliae. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'll show you. Dendrobium Smilliae. Okay. I do want to check out the roots. What happened to my knife? Whoa. I found it. Just an open knife, going missing. It's fine. Oh, this is taped up good. I've never had a Dendrobium before. I'm like just getting into orchids. So again, like this is a big, nice plant, and this was not expensive. This was, what the heck, the price isn't on here. Crap. It wasn't expensive though. So that's my tip to you if you want to start with orchids. Get orchids that are inexpensive. Everyone wants to buy the pretty ones with big flowers on them. But the flowers don't last forever. And if you're just first starting out, it's a good idea to just, the orchids that aren't in flower typically are a lot less expensive. Even though you're buying the same plant, it's just that when you buy it, if it doesn't have flowers, you can get it for cheaper. So that's my recommendation to you, is just see if you can keep it alive, and get it to rebloom. And if it dies, you didn't pay, $60 for it. You paid like $10 or $12. So let's see. Okay. So this had paper towel around the top, and then on top of that, it had some of, this same kind of foamy stuff, and then it was all taped up with packing tape. And let's see, this is broken. I'm gonna have to repot this right away. But let's take a peek at the roots. It needs to be watered, but the roots feel fine. You can tell that the roots haven't been exposed to light, which is why they aren't green. I can't remember if Dendrobiums are epiphytic or if they're terrestrial. But either way, these roots that I can see right now, they look pretty healthy. They're nice and firm, like none of them are squishy. I don't see any of like the outer membrane coming off of them. I can see some roots in the top here, like this is a little root sticking out. And he looks healthy, so this looks okay. It looks like it's just bark, although there could be some sphagnum moss hiding in the center. Oh, there's a lot of roots in here. Hot dang. Okay, so I'm so far pleased, very pleased. The flowers on this, if I get them to bloom, are like really pretty, so. That's a little experiment for me. I have a bunch of like Phalaenopsis that I bought after Valentine's Day for super cheap. So I'm just kind of getting into orchids. We'll see how it goes. All right, next plant. This paper feels moist and it's making me nervous. That makes me nervous. I mean, you don't want to get them bone dry, but I'd almost rather receive a bone dry plant than a rotten, moldy plant. The bone dry plant, you have a good chance of bringing it back to life. A much better chance than if it's wet, moldy, and rotten. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Okay, this is not moldy and rotten. This is beautiful. The stem feels nice. Again, it feels a little cold. I'm really bummed that that hot pack wasn't still warm. Like this is cool to the touch. It feels cold. Like when you pick up like an iced beverage, that's how cold it feels. So the condition of these plants might really deteriorate as they warm up. We'll see. We'll see. It's like when you have asparagus in the fridge for too long and you pull it out and you're like, oh yeah, that asparagus is still good. And it like sits out on the counter while you're like chopping up other veggies and stuff, and it warms up and you go to chop it and it's like all mushy and flimsy. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen with these. Also, I once made the mistake of buying frozen asparagus because the store was out of fresh asparagus. Don't ever do that. Frozen asparagus is the most disgusting thing ever. Okay, I cannot get this tape off. Lord help me. I really hope that this plant stays as nice as it is right now, because right now it's beautiful. It's freaking gorgeous. I mean, the leaves on that are super pretty, but look at the stem. Hallelujah, Lord Jesus, it's red. And we got some just like little aerial roots coming out here, and like this is a real happy looking plant. This is the Philodendron Red Emerald. So I really want it to survive and be happy and healthy and beautiful. I'm kind of hit or miss with philodendrons. This is the first like fancy pantsy philodendron I have. I have a Monstera deliciosa. I can never say that. I got a Monstera D right next to me here. And I just don't think that I need to get a grow light for it. I think that's the plan. Because, you know, I had it in a room with a south-facing window. I didn't have it in the window because I didn't want to get sunburned. And it's just like, it's grown. It's put on a ton of new leaves. But they are barely bigger than the original leaves that were on this plant when I bought it. And look at this. This is the newest leaf. It's got one tiny fenestration. And guess how long I've had that freaking plant? 1.5 years. She should be bigger. She should have a big old dinner plate leaves full of holes. Hey, I did it. Okay, so it's got some paper on the top. Ooh, that's wet. Oh, that's very wet. Ooh, she's moist. But I can see that there are a lot of healthy roots all on top of here, peeking up. Little baby, here, I'll try to show you. These are all like little baby roots up in here. You can't see that. It's fine. You have to take my word for it. She's warming up. There is a new leaf coming. Please live. I'm begging you. The leaves are in really good shape. What is this? It's like there's a little schmutz on this guy, and he's got a little cut in him. And then this one has just like a little bit of, you know, it looks like it got smushed between something or folded for a long time. So that's probably just from shipping. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's a beautiful plant. Absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to get this climbing up a moss pole. It's super, super pretty. I love it. This is the newest leaf, and you can see how different of a color it is. It's this nice, beautiful light green, where the mature leaves are a much deeper sort of forest green. So I like this. This is like a grass green, and this is like a forest green. that's really pretty. And then of course, those red stems. You can't ask for more than that. And it's not even showing up as red as it is in person. Excuse me. And the good news is I don't see any pests at all. I don't know about you guys, but do you ever like blow on the top of the soil? I find that if I blow on the top of the soil, you can kind of like disturb little critters living in there, and they'll start crawling around and you'll see them. So that's one thing I do to test for bugs. And then of course, I look under the leaves, make sure you don't have any spider bites, check the stems, make sure there's no mealybugs hanging out. But yeah, this plant looks very healthy. It is warming up okay. It's warmed up already significantly. I'm just like hold it and warm it up. Okay. So these are my 2 plants from Equagenera USA. A gorgeous little Dendrobium and a beautiful Philodendron Red Emerald. So yeah, pretty happy. I'll try to update you in my next video if things go horribly wrong. Like, I'm gonna check on these later today and they've just completely wilted and fallen over. I will let you know. The Dendrobium looks happy and healthy. I don't see any buggies on that either. There's a couple spots on the leaves, but they don't look like fungus spots or anything like that. They just look like, you know, like damage, wear and tear. So I'm not worried. Alrighty. I wanted to provide you guys with a quick update on this Equagenera USA order. Both plants are warm and they both survived, so absolutely no cold damage whatsoever. Yeah, so very, very happy. This is the Philodendron Red Emerald. As you can see, it survived just fine. It's been about 3 days since I opened them. And here's the Dendrobium. As you can see, totally fine. It's doing great. No cold damage whatsoever. And I did repot it into this nice little orchid carousel. They call it a carousel planter, so it gets lots of aeration, which is really healthy for orchids. I have it in just orchid bark and sphagnum moss, probably about 40% moss and 60% bark. And so I think it's gonna be okay. I think she's gonna be all right. Yeah, so very, very good, healthy roots. I didn't find any dead roots whatsoever. In fact, that tiny pot was just full of roots. They were just super compact in there. It was actually really difficult for me to remove the old bark, and there wasn't any sphagnum moss in the original pot. So I think that's why there wasn't any root damage. So kudos to Equagenera USA. They really know how to grow their orchids. I guess that's why they have a ton of orchids on their website, because they really know what they're doing. Very, very healthy plant. I'm very happy. So, yep, there's your update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys and update you on. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I was gonna show you for my birthday. I went to the plant store. Get out of here, Dendrobium. Trying to steal the spotlight. And I got this freaking adorable miniature African violet. Look at how pretty that is. It's variegated and pink. I have no idea what color the blooms are gonna be, and I don't care. It is a little funky, I'm gonna be honest. There's like, this thing is just like crowning like crazy. Like it's got all these extra crowns on it. And I don't want that. So I'm just kind of trying to like pick them off. Oh, okay. Maybe. Is this one on a different crown? I can't even tell what's part of the main crown. Oh boy. Oh geez. Anyways, she's real pretty. I'm gonna try really hard to like get her to fill out a little better. I've never had an African violet that looks like this, and I think I'm gonna repot her into this This pot has a bee sticker on it. I didn't put that on there. This teeny tiny pot, it's even smaller than the one it's in. But this had a couple of larger suckers on it, or like crowns, new crowns growing off the side. So I removed those. And now, you know, it is quite petite. And you'll see that there's quite a bit of stem sticking up. So I'm going to repot it. I'm going to bury that extra stem. And I'm going to put it in this tight little pot. Because violets really do like being tight in the pot. They really like it. So I don't know what this thing is. It's just a 2-inch African violet mini. That's all it says. I have no idea what the variety is. It's hella sparkly in the sun. Like, I can't get over how gorgeous this beautiful violet is. I hope you can see just like, look at that leaf. Ooh. 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 Casino La Fantastique. She's a beaut. You're not supposed to touch the leaves. Now I'm touching all the leaves. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. And all my plants. I did also for my birthday get this black cardinal philodendron. She also needs to be repotted. But she's a beaut. I also need to clean the leaves. So yeah. Fun stuff. Awesome. Here, I'm just like grabbing stuff now and showing it to you. Look at that. Look at that. Zabrina. I can't say that first word. Okay. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Be good to yourself. Be good to your friends. Be good to your plants. And be good to the animals. See you next time.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you liked my plans. Have yourself a real nice day, and I'll see you next time.